Hey, when did you get here?
Welcome.
Hello everybody and welcome to Viewership Down. I'm your host Dr. Chocolate, here to bring you some Pokemon content. I feel like it has been a very long time since I have said that, but here we are. I am just recently back from Toronto Regionals, and while Pokemon content might not be 100% what is on the channel anymore, it is still what started the channel, and I think when I do a regional, I kind of want to come back and like show off the team that I do for the regional. So this is what I did. When it comes to the team building process for this game, I originally started off with, I think the team started off with Fire Ogerpon and like Iron Bundle and Fluttermane. I'll put a screenshot of my Pokemon Showdown like team list creator with all of my like Toronto Regionals preps on there. But overall, what the plan was for this team was, it's more of a supportive Ogerpon. It's a pretty bulky Ogerpon, bulky Lando, bulky Iron Hands, bulky Ninetales. The Ninetales is probably the superstar of the team. My Ninetales, it's got a lot of bulk to it. It's got a decent chunk of speed to it. It pretty much comes in, Aurora Veils, clicks the Blizzard button if it has to, but otherwise Icy Wind. We have Kingambit with Defiant, Double Dark moves, and Swords Dance. This Kingambit survived so much at the tournament behind Aurora Veil that I'm genuinely terrified of this Pokemon. If there was anything I could change on this team, though, I would probably take off Kowtow Cleave and add in Iron Head, because there was a lot of fairies that I just couldn't hit. With like teams that I like brought. Like if I bring in Kingambit, I usually didn't bring Heatran, etc., etc. And then Heatran, it's bulky, it's got leftovers. I'm pretty sure it's almost the exact Heatran that was on James Beck's Peoria team. There was two teams that I sort of based this off of. It was James Beck's Peoria team, and there was one other team that I saw on Twitter that was using that had like a neat EV spread for like the Ninetales Kingambit core. But yeah, like this team had so many different variations. At one point it had Golden Go, it went through multiple different Ogerpons, it had Roaring Moon on it at one time, but this is what I landed on, and overall it did me pretty well. I went four wins, 5 losses at Toronto Regionals, which is the exact same record I had in Vancouver. So not really any improvement, not really any negative, but we were right where we wanted to be. But overall, it was a very fun tournament, and yeah, let's get into some battles. All right, we're going up against Brotad. Also, quick thing, we are not in Master Ball. If anybody's expecting Master Ball quality gameplay, I got to Master Ball with the team before the tournament, and then played the tournament, and then I haven't really played since the tournament. So I think we got reset to Great Ball with the November switch. But yeah, here we are. So we're going up against Brotad, who's got Rillaboom, Empoleon, Farigiraf, Fluttermane, Sneasler, and Hisuian Arcanine. Okay, so I don't really know what Sneasler does. I didn't see any of them at the tournament, and to be honest, I didn't really like Arceus, so I didn't play too much of it. But we know that Empoleon has competitive, so we don't want to lead with my boy here. So I think what we're gonna do, just in case they bring Arcanine, we can like Arcanine or Farigiraf, we can threaten with Kingambit here. We bring Aurora Veil because Aurora Veil. I think we bring Ogerpon and Iron Hands in the back. Iron Hands threatens a lot of his team. We just won't have Fake Out as long as Farigiraf's out, but I think it's better to bring him than it is to bring Heatran. So let's do that. One great thing about the tournament, I clicked Blizzard 3 times outside of Snow and hit both targets all 3 times in a row. So yeah, I had myself a good time clicking moves that never miss. I didn't miss a single move in yeah, if it helps, I didn't miss a single move in Toronto. So all right, so he leads with Rillaboom and Empoleon. So I think for safety's sake, I don't know what Empoleon can do, so we're gonna protect here with Kingambit. And I think we're going to try to bring up Aurora Veil. Like, I don't know if Empoleon's like a Swords Dancer or something like that, but yeah, we're gonna Aurora Veil here. I feel like they would know the threat of kill King Gambit real quick. Fake out into Ninetales, that's fine. Let's see if they go for the kill on Ninetales. They do, okay. That's not good. Alright. So, what we have to do in this situation is our best. Okay, so that was also like the freest Swords Dance on the planet. So we're gonna Swords Dance with King Gambit now. And we're gonna click Follow Me with Ogerpon. Because we just overall need to get one Swords Dance off, and then we can just like run train. Alright, so Ogerpon loses the mask. Ogerpon doesn't lose the mask. That's good to know. So Empoleon has Yawn. That's terrifying. What is that Pokemon? Alright. So we don't want Ogerpon to go to sleep here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna Kowtow Cleave. It used Knockoff. We're gonna Protect. And then switch into Iron Hands. So it used Knockoff and Fake Out. So yeah, let's get Iron Hands out here. See what happens here. King Gambit uses Protect again. Woodhammer into Rillaboom, or well, Woodhammer into the Ogerpon Sly. Oh my god, it takes so much damage. Yawn again. We protected. Alright, so that Rillaboom, there's no way it's not Assault Vest. So we're going to Kowtow Cleave Rillaboom, and we're going to Fake Out Empoleon. Alright. Get the flinch on Empoleon. Woodhammer into Iron Hands. Iron Hands goes down. We're definitely playing from behind here, but now we are going to start getting these Swords Dance, hits off. Kowtow Cleave. Alright, Rillaboom goes down. We're really getting knowledge checked here by this Empoleon, though. Alright, let's see. What do we got coming out? So it's Leftovers Empoleon, okay. Which means it's probably bulky. Bring out Ogerpon. And Sneasler. Alright, so it's a Pokemon that we don't know what it does. And that thing is, it's like Dark Poison? Grassy Seed boosted defense, that's fine. I genuinely don't know what type Sneasler is. It's Fighting Poison, okay. It's a fighting type, which means Swords Dancing in its face is probably a bad idea. But we're gonna do it anyways. No, we're not. We're gonna Kowtow Cleave the Empoleon. And Follow Me, the fighting type move away. Nice. So we're gonna get yawned. Or someone's getting yawned. Yeah, Ogerpon gets yawned. That's fine. Kowtow Cleave one-shots Empoleon. That's huge. Alright, who's coming out next? We lose the snow. Grass disappears. If it's for Farigiraf, we can't click Sucker Punch next turn, which is unfortunate. It's Fluttermane, okay. What is the booster? Special attack, okay. It's special attack Fluttermane, which might mean that it is which might mean that it is, it's not Sash, so it might be Choice Specs. But I think we need to Terra King Gambit here to avoid dying to a Dazzling Gleam or a Fighting type move. And then we just have to Ivy Cudgel. We have to Ivy Cudgel into the Sneasler slot to do as much damage as possible. Alright, we got a Terra coming out. If it's like Terra Fairy Flutter. Yep. There, I feel like this is, oh wait. I love that I said it's Choice Specs Flutter Main, but we saw the booster go off. Okay, so do they protect turn 1? Yeah, don't mind me. I saw the booster go off, so it can't be Specs, but the fact that they Terra'd probably means that they are not going for Protect. So we're banking on this here. Sucker Punch into Flutter. Flutter goes down in 1 hit. Perfect. Oh, we got a crit. Alright, I don't know if that crit mattered because we had Swords Dance, but that crit will always be loved. So, what button does the Sneasler hit? Close Combat. That was a good Terra on my part. Defense falls, and we're about to get Ivy Cudgel. Excellent. Sneasler's on Death's Door, and then Ogerpon goes to sleep. Alright, so... so we could still lose this because Sneasler's a poison type. If I didn't get a 1-turn Wake Up and I don't click Sucker Punch here, Sneasler could potentially Oko King Gambit with a poison type move, and then probably kill Ogerpon with a poison type move. So we always click Sucker Punch here, and then we just keep Ivy Cudgeling. Alright, it fails. Swords Dance, okay. Okay, I see what you're trying to do. I'm gonna click Sucker Punch every turn, buddy. So we know you've got Protect, Swords Dance, and Close Combat, so your other move's probably like Poison Jab, or whatever Sneasler's unique move might be. Sucker Punch. Okay, you're just wasting turns. Are you just mad? Are you just clicking the Swords Dance button so that this game has to last longer? This seems like weak man efforts. You had a chance. You had a really good chance to win this game. Bob. Yeah, go to sleep, buddy. Alright, we defeated Brotad. Nice. I actually was really worried about that game because we lost Ninetales so quickly. But getting a Swords Dance off for King Gambit and then positioning Ogerpon and Iron Hands well, really saved us here. So, yeah, that's just the threat of King Gambit behind Swords Dance. Even without Aurora Veil. With Aurora Veil up, that King Gambit can also tank hits. So, yeah, it's pretty spooky. But, I will be back with the next battle soon. Alright, we are back, and we're going against the Muhit and Kun, who is using a neat little Sun team here. Okay, he's got, Hisuian Typhlosion, Hisuian Arcanine, Rillaboom, Iron Hands, Roaring Moon, and Ninetales. Okay, so I think for this team, we bring Heatran, still bring Ninetales. For the sake of me not remembering, Hisuian Typhlosion. What is its ability? Frisk. So yeah, Hisuian Typhlosion gets Frisk, and then otherwise it's Blaze. So, okay, cool. So yeah, we bring Heatran here, because we have Earth Power, and then we can just click Heat Wave a bunch of times. That's a lot of physical attackers, so I think we do bring Lando. I think we'll have Heatran in the back here. We'll bring Lando, and then, like, it's like 1, 2, 3 fire types that are probably going to Terra, but even so, we bring Ogerpon. Let's try this out. Let's see what happens. That's a nice Walking Lake. That's a nice Pokemon that still is illegal. Let it in. Let us use it. Gortrom the Unrivaled and Arcanine. That's one of those moments where I wish I brought, that one Pokemon. So, with this in mind, we need to switch Ninetales into Ogerpon, and then Rock Slide. Actually, switch Ninetales into Ogerpon, and then U-turn into Rillaboom, and then get Ninetales back out, because they have the easiest, like, bring Ninetales in to get Sun. So let's see what they do here. So we switch in Ogerpon. Yup. So we're gonna get damage onto their Ninetales, and then bring out our Ninetales. So this overall, very happy. Not big damage, but it's damage. And then we'll just have to see what their Arcanine does. Good switch, though. Alright, we got the snow back up. Flare Blitz and Ogerpon? Nice. That does a ton of damage. Not a fan. Dun da 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 da. Alright, so now we're gonna go for Ivy Cudgel into the yeah, we're gonna go for Ivy Cudgel into the Arcanine, and then Auroraville. Essentially what we need to do is we need to get Auroraville up so that Heatran can come out pretty easily and just start sweeping. Oh, the burn sucks. Really not a fan of getting burned constantly on my Ogerpons. That's okay though, because Ivy Cudgel can still crit. Flare Blitz into Tails. Crit? I love critical hits. That wasn't a crit? What are the EVs on your what are the EVs on your Arcanine? How is that not a crit? Oh my goodness. Okay. That's okay. We actually might keep Ogerpon out. If they send out Rillaboom, we're just gonna double protect this turn. Donner Sickle. I don't know who that is. Oh, Roaring Moon. Okay. They haven't Terra'd yet. It used Grassy Seed. So if it Terraflyings... If it uses Terraflying, it's weak to... If it uses Terraflying, it's weak to Blizzard. If it doesn't Terraflying, it's weak to Blizzard. But the only potential problem is that I could die. But we're still going to go for the risky play. Okay, they're getting rid of Ninetales, so... Who's getting Acrobatics? They send out Rillaboom, which is fine. We get Blizzard off first, though, into a double super effective hit. No freeze. They get Dragon Dance. Okay, that's what they did. That's fair. Okay, so... They have the ability now... So we're gonna protect with Ogerpon and switch Ninetales into, we're gonna switch Ninetales into Landorus. Because we need to make sure that the snow stays up. So let's get Ninetales off the field for a bit. Because all we need is one more KO to forever stop us losing snow. We get the double Intimidate. So now the Dragon Dance is just speed. Oh, they don't switch. Okay. Fake out into Lando. That's fine. Night Slash into Ogerpon. Okay. And it takes damage from the Spiky Shield, which is perfect. So I would like to go for Rock Slide into, like, I want to go for Rock Slide into the Rillaboom slot, but that seems like a dumb idea. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna sack Ogerpon since it's burned. Or sorry, I want to go for U-turn into the Rillaboom slot, but we're gonna Rock Slide instead. Because if they switch in Ninetales, the Ninetales dies. Yep. Okay. Alright, Ninetales comes out. Hopefully Rock Slide hits and kills it. God, the Ninetales has more HP than I thought it did. Okay. Photosynthesis activates. Now it gets speed. Follow me into our Ogerpon. Zen Headbutt, okay. We eat that. Ninetales takes a boatload of damage. Eats its berry, which is fine. Because in this case, we can just keep Rock Sliding, I believe. I need to get at least one more KO before I feel comfortable switching Ninetales back in. So we're going to follow me again and Rock Slide. And then I think we're okay. Because if we have to send out Heatran, we know that the Ninetales has Flash Fire. So... Or sorry, we know the Ninetales has Drought. So... That's not too bad. They send out Rillaboom. Which is fine. We get Follow Me. Dragon Dance again, that's terrifying. Okay. Rillaboom avoided the attack. Okay, we're gonna need Intimidates. So we're gonna follow me with Ogerpon again. Actually, we could go for the crit. Nah, no, it's not worth it. We're gonna go for Spiky Shield and switch into Heatran. If Heatran takes Fake Out, then it heals back to full with Leftovers and Grassy Terrain. And if it doesn't take a Fake Out, then I mean, it's out on the field now. Night Slash. Okay, well, we're not going back to full HP. U-turn. Okay. You get Spiky Shielded. Okay, we do take a decent chunk of damage from that, though. Aurora Veil's also probably going to go down soon. Couple turns? I have like 1 or 2 turns left of Aurora Veil. Two turns left of Aurora Veil. Okay, so we're gonna get an Intimidate off, and then a Protect to get some more HP. Has anybody used their Terra yet? I don't think so. I don't think either team has used their Terra. Get Ogerpon back in. Send out Lando for the Intimidate. So now Roaring Moon is back down to neutral, and the Rillaboom is -1. Perfect. Alright, the Rillaboom loses some HP and is really low now. So I think what we need to do is go for Stomping Tantrum into the Ninetales, and then Heat Wave. There we go, we're almost back to full HP. So although we could U-turn, you know what? Let's U-turn into Roaring Moon here. and then Earth Power the Ninetales. That seems like a better plan. Dragon Dance, okay. Well, if you don't die from this U-turn, you're still getting intimidated. Alright, no death, that's fine. Gonna bring this out. The Roaring Moon's still gonna be like insanely fast, but that's okay. Will-O-Wisp into my Tails, which like that's not too bad. It doesn't do anything to my damage output. Ninetales still alive. That sucks. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna switch. We switch Ninetales out for... We switch Ninetales out for Landorus to put, we're gonna put the Roaring Moon back to neutral. My team's Aurora Veil wore off. I don't like that. It's okay. It's okay, we can put it back up later. For now, this is the safe pick. We're gonna click the Heat Wave button. It's hitting Night Slash. It's hitting Night Slash, so let's put this up to resist it. And get the Intimidate off. And we're gonna hope that Heat Wave is enough to kill Ninetales. Zen Headbutt, okay. Flamethrower. Oh, they really wanted Ninetales dead, okay. Heat Wave hits both targets. Ninetales goes down. Okay, perfect. And we burn Roaring Moon. That's such a huge turn. Oh my gosh. That turn's kind of ridiculous. This Roaring Moon's now on a timer. Because they have to send out Rillaboom now. Which means... Ah, dang. Okay. I was about to say, if there's only like one turn of grass left, then we're in a good spot. Because, grass won't get reset, and then Captain Heatwave over there will really be on a timer, but no, they get the grass back up right away, which is unfortunate. But the Roaring Moon will still be doing less damage. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna try and sack Ogerpon so that we can get Ninetales out and get Aurora Veil back up. And Heat Wave's a pretty safe button to click, actually. Send out Ogerpon. They get a Dragon Dance off. And no Fake Out. Knockoff, okay. Ogerpon survives the knockoff. Heatwave, who does it miss? It misses the Rillaboom, which is unfortunate. But it hits Roaring Moon for a decent chunk of damage. Alright, we're actually not going to need Ninetales again, I don't think. Because now we just bring out Landorus again to set the Roaring Moon back down to neutral. And we go for another Heat Wave. Communicating. Da, 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 da. If there's one thing that playing at regionals has taught me, it's like switch outs are good. That's one thing that playing at regionals has taught me. Oh, who we got? We're using the Terra finally. Terra Water. Terra Water Roaring Moon. That's super interesting. Night Slash into Lando. We survived that. Woodhammer into Heatran. We don't like that damage, but Heat Wave should hit. Oh, Woodhammer plus Life Orb damage just takes out the Rillaboom by itself, and Heat Wave hits. Yo, GG, that was a really good battle. I'm a big fan of that encounter. Do 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 do. Alrighty. Okay, I'm probably gonna give you guys one more battle. We're at 32 minutes on the recording, but it's a Pokemon video, so it's gonna be longer. So yeah, one more video, one more battle, and I'll be back. We're going up against Phoenix, who looks to be running a Trick Room team. Okay. So, from what I can see, there's no prevention of... There's nothing that's preventing me from priority, but there is an Amoonguss, which is a little frustrating. But I think what we can do here... Who's the Trick Room setter? It's Cresselia, right? Yeah, it is Cresselia. Okay. So what we can do here... I think we lead... King Gambit. With Ninetales in the back. And Ogerpon. So one thing I knew from regionals itself is that I have a hard time with Trick Room teams. So that's we're gonna see what happens here. But you know what? If we go 2-1 in this video, I'm not mad about that. But let's do our best against this Trick Room team because it is not my favorite matchup. Cresselia and Iron Hands. Okay. So we're going to go for the speed tie into this Iron Hands, and then we're going to Swords Dance. Because if we can get the speed tie off, then we're in a pretty good spot. Okay. Terra Electric. Oh, because no weaknesses. It has Levitate. Fair enough. Alright, so Terra Electric, Cresselia, kind of spooky. We get the fake out into their Iron Hands. They flinch. No Trick Room. Okay. Hold on, this is cool. And we get Swords Dance off. Kind of making me regret not taking that one thing. They probably have Lunar Blessing. So we're going to Kowtow Cleave into Cresselia, Drain Punch into Cresselia. Next turn, Protect, Ninetales, get Aurora Veil up, and then we can fight that Iron Hands. They Terra turn 1. So we Terra turn 2. If they predicted this and they Heavy Slam my my King Gambit slot, then like that's terrifying. They did. They go for Drain Punch, which is fine. Lunar Blessing. Alright. That's fine by me. So Iron Hands gets a little bit of HP back. Cresselia down. That's exactly what I needed. Cresselia down is exactly what I wanted. So who's coming out? I am pretty scared of this Iron Hands. But purely for the fact that like most Iron Hands are running that one thing. That one thing that you know. So we're gonna swap in Ninetales, hoping that it doesn't just Terra this turn, and then we're gonna protect. Because even if it does Terra, we can, like, if Ninetales, say Ninetales goes down here, we can bring Iron Hands back out and go for a fake out. So now we get to see, okay, so they Swords Dance. Alrighty. Does this Iron Hands run Heavy Slam? It does. Okay. That is fine by me. We are going to Aurora Veil. And then go for Sucker Punch into the Ogerpon slot. Spiky Shield, that's fine. We'll get the Aurora Veil up. Alright. Heavy Slam. Alright, we don't take that much damage, actually. That's really good. So now we go for... The first turn we go for Icy Wind to get some speed control. And we go for Kowtow Cleave into Ogerpon. Because the Ogerpon either has to Terra here and kill something, or it eats this. Iron Hands avoids it, so that's good. That means Ogerpon's slower. Also, no Terra. They go for another Swords Dance. They were expecting me to click Sucker Punch. Alright, you're gonna hate me for this one. Heavy Slam, that's fine. We can protect next turn. Ogerpon goes down in 1. Excellent. That first Cresselia turn was so good for us. Getting the turn 1 Terra and then just killing it. Okay, so these things usually run Blood Moon. They usually run Blood Moon, Hyper Voice, Earth Power, etc. So we're going to hit them with 1 Icy Wind just so that we don't have to worry about anything, and then protect. Alright, they protected that turn. Perfect. We need to get an Icy Wind into this Iron Hands. Yeah, we need to get an Icy Wind into this Iron Hands. And then next turn, we're just going to start Blizzarding. Alright, we got one into the Iron Hands. That's perfect. It goes for Heavy Slam into Ninetales. We eat that, which is good. So now we go for Blizzard Blizzard. Sucker Punch into the Ursaluna. Ursaluna is very slow. So we actually go for Kowtow Cleave because the Iron Hands went for... The Iron Hands has already done a move and got hit by Icy Wind. It tried to double protect, okay. Which means it's not running Nasty Plot. We get Kowtow Cleave thanks to the Icy Wind. Alright, it's just Iron Hands versus the world. That's perfect. Yep, they take out King Gambit. Perfect. Fine by me. We lose the snow, which is fine. Actually, is that fine? Oh, I think he just rage quit. That was lag. That was weird lag. We're gonna Ogerpon and fake out. Alright, he's not giving up yet. Because Ninetales is faster than him, so even if this Iron Hand somehow manages to take out my Iron Hands and my Ogerpon, then we come out in Blizzard and finish it off. So we Ivy Cudgel and we Drain Punch. Battle was canceled. There we go. Look at that. 3 wins on this video. We're here for it. Also, with a 3-game win streak, does that just put us right back in Master Ball? I'm curious. I am very curious about that. Da-da-da-da. Ba-dum-bum. Ba-da-ba. Let's see. Da-da-da-da-da. Come on, Pokemon. You can do it. You got this. Alright, may take some time. Quit battling. Go back into ranked battles. It doesn't. That's sad. Anyways, that's fine. 3 battles is going to be all we have time for either way. So, like I said, this is the team I brought to Toronto Regionals. I had an absolute blast. I think my team worked really well, even if my record didn't quite show it. I'm very happy with the team. I'm excited to keep playing Pokemon. There's probably going to be Pokemon videos here and there. Like, I might join a few online tournaments. I think I'm going to Vancouver Regionals again this year, and I might go to Knoxville, depending on how my friends are feeling. But yeah, more Pokemon will be on the channel, but mostly fighting games. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed the Toronto Regionals review of my team, and just like the gameplay that it can do. The rental code is at the beginning of the video. Feel free to use it if you'd like. Otherwise, yeah, if you guys liked the video, hit the like button. It helps me a lot. It helps the channel a lot. Makes me feel real good. If you loved it, give me a sub. And if you didn't like anything today, hit the dislike button. I promise I will not be offended. And I will see you guys next time.
What will you do tomorrow?
That's a good question. I guess no one knows
What tomorrow may bring.
Whoa.